Imagine a life where dreams turn into dust, aspirations gather cobwebs, and potential goes to waste. A life where years slip by like sand through an hourglass, leaving you with nothing but regrets and the haunting question, what could have been? This isn't a scene from a dystopian novel. It's a cautionary tale of a life half-lived, a life wasted. It's easy to fall into the trap of complacency, especially in a world that often rewards immediate gratification over long-term vision. But recognize this, my friend, the path less traveled is not always a solitary one. There are many who stand at the crossroads, contemplating the same choices, postponing the same dreams, suppressing the same yearnings. This video is for those who feel the pull of their unlived life, a gentle nudge to consider the alternative, to see that there's more to existence than what meets the eye. So, let's embark on this journey of introspection together. Let's peel back the layers of a life that's comfortable but unfulfilling, a life that's safe but uninspired. And remember, this is not about assigning blame or self-reproach. It's about understanding, it's about evolving, and most importantly, it's about empowering you with the knowledge to shape your own narrative. No. 1. Procrastinate making important decisions and responsibilities. Do you find yourself constantly pushing significant decisions to the next day, the next month, the next year? You tell yourself you have plenty of time, right? Life is long and these issues seem so distant. But my friend, time, like all things, is limited. Each sunrise is a reminder that today has become yesterday and tomorrow is slipping away. Those responsibilities you keep postponing, they don't disappear. They pile up, casting long shadows that can engulf you. The decisions you defer become larger, more daunting, more complex. Before you know it, you're overwhelmed, paralyzed by the very choices you should have made long ago. Remember, life is a series of decisions, and every decision is a choice between two futures. Choose wisely. Choose today, because the future is not promised to any of us. No. 2. Live a life of instant gratification. In our fast-paced world, instant gratification is like a siren's call. It beckons with promises of immediate pleasure. Whether it's binge watching that new series, scrolling endlessly through social media, or impulsively buying that item you don't need. These moments offer temporary solace, a quick dopamine hit that distracts you from the more significant, more long-term goals that truly matter. But here's the paradox. These moments of instant gratification, while they feel pleasurable at first, they leave you empty and yearning for more, creating a vicious cycle of dissatisfaction. The shows you binge watch become the backdrop of your life rather than enriching experiences that broaden your perspective. The excessive spending becomes a crutch, a way to fill the void rather than a means to enhance your life. And the social media scroll, it replaces genuine human connection with virtual likes and comments. You're trading your time, your energy, your very essence for fleeting moments of distraction. But the bills, the debts, the missed opportunities, they remain long after the high has worn off. This isn't living, it's merely existing. And when you look back, you'll realize that you've traded away your future self for today's comfort. Number 3. Surrounded yourself with toxic friends. You know those friends who bring you down, who drain your energy, who laugh at your dreams instead of supporting them, who belittle your ambitions and reinforce your worst habits. Holding on to such friendships is akin to choosing to stay in a dimly lit room. Outside, the sun might be shining, birds might be singing, but you've chosen to ignore the beauty because it's familiar, because it's safe. You tell yourself it's comfortable, but really, it's stifling. To break free from this suffocating atmosphere takes courage, determination, and yes, vulnerability. Reaching out to new people, exposing your authentic self to the world again, it's scary. But here's the truth, the discomfort of change is far better than the suffocation of toxicity. When you remove those toxic weeds and tend to the garden of your life, allowing only positive, supportive relationships to flourish, your growth will be painful at times. Yes, but it will also be beautiful. And when you look back, you'll see that the pain was worth every single tear, every moment of struggle. Because real friendship isn't about shared silence or forced laughter. It's about shared dreams, supported growth, and unconditional love. No. 4. Avoid risks and embrace comfort. How often do you find yourself playing it safe, shying away from the risks that could change your life? You take the well-trodden path, the one that everyone else seems to be taking, even though your heart yearns for something more. Comfort becomes your sanctuary. The familiar routines, the safe choices, they form a cocoon around you. And for a moment, it feels warm, it feels inviting, but this cocoon, it becomes your cage. As you age, you'll look back at this time and wonder why you didn't take that leap of faith, why you didn't follow your dreams, why you didn't seize the opportunities that presented themselves. You'll be haunted by the what-ifs, the could-have-beens, the might-have tastings. Because here's the truth, life is never without risk. Every choice you make, every action you take, it comes with its own set of risks. Choosing safety is itself a risk of stagnation, of regret, of fading away into a life that's unfulfilled. True fulfillment comes from embracing calculated risks, from stepping out of your comfort zone and pursuing what sets your soul on fire. Yes, there will be times when you stumble, when the going gets tough, but these moments aren't setbacks. They're stepping stones on the path to greatness. No. 5. Shun challenges and personal growth. Challenges are the sculptors of our lives, my friend. They shape us, they mold us, they push us to become stronger, wiser, more resilient. But how often do we shy away from them? How often do we seek to shield ourselves from the discomfort, from the uncertainty, from the possibility of failure? We wrap ourselves in cotton wool, afraid to let life touch us, afraid to feel the full spectrum of human experience. But here's the irony. This very avoidance, this desperate attempt to run from challenges, it's what keeps us small, what keeps us from reaching our true potential. Personal growth in a straight line, it's a labyrinth filled with twists, turns, and unexpected passages. But every challenge you confront, every obstacle you overcome brings you closer to the treasure at the end of the maze, which is your truest self. So embrace the challenges. Let them test you. Let them stretch you. Let them force you to evolve. For in doing so, you're not just surviving, you're thriving. And when you look back on this time, you'll see that the challenges weren't just hurdles to jump over. They were stepping stones on your journey to greatness. And no. 6. Neglect your health. Your health, both body and mind, is the very foundation upon which you build your life. Neglect it and you're essentially digging the grave of your future self. Indulging in unhealthy habits, whether it's overeating, drinking too much, or taking drugs, it may seem like a momentary escape, a way to numb the pain or celebrate the joy. But these habits, they come with a heavy price tag. They rob you of your energy, your focus, your very vitality. You might think you're invincible, that these habits won't catch up with you. But here's the harsh reality. Every habit, whether good or bad, compounds over time. The unhealthy choices you make today will echo in your old age. You'll pay for it in ways you can't imagine now. Your body, it's not just a vessel to be filled with pleasures, it's a temple to be cherished, respected, and honored. Your mind, it's not just a tool to be used, it's a garden to be nurtured, to be cultivated. When you neglect your health, you're not just harming your present self, you're sentencing your future self to a life of pain, limitation, and regret. So my friend, recognize the signs. Look around you, reflect within you. Are you seeing these signs? Are you feeling the echoes of an unlived life? If so, this is your wake-up call. It's time to rewrite your story, to paint your future with bold strokes of courage, determination, and hope. Don't settle for a life of mediocrity. Don't succumb to the siren's call of complacency. Choose to live a life that's vibrant, passionate, and true. The world is waiting for you to unleash your potential. Are you ready to answer the call? Remember, It's not too late to start over, to change course, to pursue your dreams. You have the power to create the life you want, to carve your own path to success and happiness. Don't let another day go by without taking steps towards the life you're meant to live.